Alright guys, so before we get into the battle itself, I'm going to give you a very quick team builder slash share my thoughts on what the game plan was going into this battle. I had actually recorded a team builder before we actually played, but because I recently had to reset my PC, it deleted all my OBS settings, and the audio quality on that team builder and in the battle unfortunately isn't as good as I would have liked it to be. You'll probably be able to tell the difference between this and the actual battle, but the battle's the battle. No, I can't re-record the battle because it already happened. No shit, Sherlock. But yeah, if you guys aren't interested in the team builder, obviously feel free to go ahead and skip right to the battle. Should be a timestamp popping up onto the screen, or you can use the YouTube chapters things because that's also very neat. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the matchup. I'll go ahead and pop up the two teams right here. Coming into this game, and the first thing I noticed when looking at my opponent's team is that he's super weak to ghost types, right? He only has one resist in Crocodile, and he has no immunity to ghost types. So the whole game plan this week was built around this Cofagrigus set that you see on your screen right now. And the rest of the team was just support to be able to get rid of the Crocodile if it came. As you can also see, he did not bring said Crocodile. So Cofagrigus looked extremely good going into this game. Extremely good. Just had to find the right thing to set up on, which I think I can with this team because I am also Cold Barbarian. I don't think you can see that, but that means I can set up in front of Aromatisse, Slowbro, potentially a Scavalier if I get an Iron Defense up, Salazzle if it's subtoxic. Like, there's so many things that Cofagrigus can set up. So this was really the way I wanted to win this week. And like I said, the rest of the team was just built around supporting Cofagrigus, making sure that if Crocodile came, then it was going to be not a problem at all. So the next mon that you will go ahead and see on your screen right about now is going to be the Rillaboom. Obviously, Rillaboom does super good against Crocodile and in general against his team. At first glance, you could say like, oh, he has Salazzle, which 4 times resists it. Grassy Glide, so does a Scavalier. But I actually think Rillaboom does a really good job at breaking down my opponent's team. Like, on paper, it looks like he has good switch-ins, but I don't really think it is because Knockoff plus Superpower with Rocks kills max HP Escavalier. Knockoff into Grassy Glide kills Salazzle because I am Adamant Life Orb. So I'm going to be doing so much damage. So I think Rillaboom's super good this week. Grassy Glide just punches through everything. Whatever Grassy Glide doesn't hit super hard, Knockoff plus Superpower does. So I think Rillaboom's fantastic this matchup. I did also elect to bring Hitmonlee with the Grassy Seed and Burden set, of course. Reason being, I think this mon can do super good at cleaning up late game as well. If Cofagrigus for some reason gets crit or I can't get it going, then I think Hitmonlee is a very good late game cleaner. Has perfect coverage to hit like absolutely everything. So Hitmonlee looks really solid this week as well. Also, obviously, something else that can get rid of Crocodile, right? One close combat and that thing's gone. After that, we decided to bring Spadef Bronzong because it deals well with Latias and it also deals well with Nihilego. Surprisingly enough, this thing also deals very well with Salazzle because I am heat proof over Levitate. Didn't think Levitate made much sense because his ground type is also a dark type, so even if I switch it on an Earthquake, I'm getting it knocked off next turn, and it's just not going to be fun. So, Spadef Heatproof Bronzong does really good this week. It walls a lot of the things that he has, like Lati, Nihilego, and Salazzle. So, super happy with that. After that, we have Nidoqueen, which is obviously here for Zeraora. Nidoqueen is one of the best switch-ins to Zeraora. Even like Banded Zeraora doesn't really two-shot me anyways, because it doesn't have Ice Punch for some reason. Thank God it doesn't, but it should definitely get Ice Punch, you know? It gets close combat, but it can't Ice Punch, whatever. But we are just running 4 attacks, Black Sludge. 4 attacks, just everything on his team. I just want to go ahead and put everything in range so that either Cofagrigus can clean up or Hitmonlee. So 4 attacks is doing exactly that. I only need it for the Zeraora, so I'm not really worried if this thing goes down, as long as it deals with Zeraora. And then last but not least was the last minute addition to the team, Primarina. I needed something for like Scarf Crocodile because even though Grassy Terrain is going to be up and he's forced to go for high horsepower, I still think it could be kind of dangerous if that thing starts to get Moxie boosts up and everything. So physically defensive Primarina is here. Magikarp was if the Froslass came. I don't want to like him. I don't want him to lead Froslass and just click spikes without having to think twice. So Magikarp is for that. Surf plus Shadow Ball hits everything on his team. Flip Turn is for the momentum, and that is the team. So I hope you guys go on to enjoy the battle. Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have week number 2 of the INT, and we're going to be taking on Coach Talyn, the youngest coach in the draft league scene, and we're here at the team preview.
And I do notice a couple of things I wasn't expecting to come. So he did not bring his Delmise, which is a bit confusing to me. He did bring his Nihilego, which I did not think he was going to bring. And he didn't bring his Crocodile, which is super good for me, because if you watch the team builder, you know that the main condition this week is the main win condition, I should say. This week is actually our Cofagrigus. It's like a Calm Mind Iron defense set with just mono Shadow Ball. Against his team, it just goes in. So I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. So possible leads on his front. I could see him leading off with the Nihilego. I could see him leading off with the Zeraora potentially. Maybe even the Salazzle. So I think I'm going to lead off with my Nidoqueen. I don't have my rocks on Nidoqueen, but I think it's a pretty solid lead. It only really hates dealing with the Latias. So if he is Latias, then I can go out into my Bronzong, and I think I'll be okay on that front. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do this. You can see my new trainer card. I just updated it. I think it looks super cool. Good luck, have fun to Talyn. I don't think I've ever played Talyn, so this is gonna be pretty fun. I think it's gonna be pretty fun. He's the youngest of them all. Leads off with Iona, which ends up being the Latias, which is a little bit unfortunate. Not exactly what you love to see. But I think I'm just gonna go hard into Bronzong and just sort of hope that he doesn't. I'm thinking about going into my Primarina, actually, because he didn't bring Crocodile, and Primarina is a bit more of an aggressive switch in, because I'm afraid that if I go into Bronzong and he's some type of, like, bulky set with, like, Reflect type, that he'll just be able to set up on me, and I don't exactly want that. So I'll go out into my Primarina. He fires off a Psychic with Latias, 187 down to 81. I'm thinking that's Specs, because from the calcs I ran, that should never be doing that much damage. Let me check. Psychic, I'm pretty certain that's Specs. Yeah, that's definitely Choice Specs. Is that Timid Specs? Choice Specs. Yeah, it's 48 to 57. So I'm definitely thinking that's Choice Specs. He could always just fire off another Psychic, but I mean, Bronzong play is obvious, but I think it's also the play that I should make. He is going to stay in, just fire off another Psychic. This is good. I can get either a Toxic or I can get my Rocks up. Either or will be pretty good. So he goes for Psychic. Yeah, that doesn't do anything at all. Get our leftovers back. Fun fact, we're actually heat proof this week instead of Levitate. So this is actually pretty good at dealing with the Salazzle. So I think I'm just gonna get my rocks up. I think it's very possible that he's gonna go out into his Escavalier. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my rocks up. If he goes into Slowbro, then I did speed creep it. Vegas Golden is the Escavalier. Yep. So we'll get our rocks up, which is going to be pretty nice. Don't have the best switch into this thing. I had to drop Incineroar from the team, unfortunately. He's probably going to fire off a knockoff, but I think Primarina is going to be the switch in here. We're going to be able to at least... Because Zeraora is still around. I wanted to preserve health on Nidoqueen. Primarina was really here mainly for the Crocodile, because I built this team with Incineroar, but I felt like my team was super weak to Crocodile otherwise if I didn't put Primarina on the team. So we put Primarina on the team. If it goes down, then Crocodile's not here, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, he goes for knockoff. Then 92 to 68. I want to try to figure out. That's probably some sort of like an offensive. Probably some sort of an offensive Pokemon type set-ish. I don't want to go for Flip Turn, because if I have to go ahead and switch into a Iron Head, that's not going to be great. I think I'm just going to go ahead and click Surf. He may very well go either out into his Slowbro, but yeah, he does decide to stay in. Surf is going to do... I forgot my freaking HP bar again. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all vested. 68. Yeah, okay. It does go ahead and knock me out. That's okay. Primarina didn't really have a major role to play here. I think this is the turn I go ahead and go out into my Nidoqueen. Go out on my Nidoqueen. I have the possibility of firing off a Flamethrower. He also has the possibility of switching out into Slowbro. But I don't think I'm in a position to... Because this thing is Assault Vest. Let me just see if, even with an Assault Vest, we kill it. Because the main thing is getting damage on this thing, so Rillaboom can come in and just wreck. Just absolutely wreck everything. I think I'm just going to click Earth Power, though. That is the sort of vibe that I'm getting. Flamethrower doesn't kill. I have good switches to Slowbro. I'm going to Flamethrower. I have good switches to Slowbro. So he is going to withdraw probably out into the Slowbro. No, back into the Laddie. Okay. Back out into the Laddie. Flamethrower, it's not really going to do anything at all. I'm assuming a Choice Specs Latias killed me. The thing is, like, the switch into Bronzong is just so obvious. It's just so obvious that I don't know if he's going to want to go out. Do we have rocks up? We do. That's the thing, but if I lose this, it's also going to be very bad. If I do end up losing this thing, it's going to be bad because of the Zero Aura, then he's going to be able to just run rampant. Let me just check how much a Shadow Ball does. I don't want to switch in my Bronzong and then just die to Shadow Ball. That'd be quite less than ideal. Shadow Ball does have the possibility of 2-hit KOing me. I feel like making that aggressive play. Well, I'm going to go out into Bronzong. If he goes for Shadow Ball, I can go back out into my Nidoqueen. I won't really take up that much damage. I just can't lose Nidoqueen. It's too early in the game for me to lose Nidoqueen. It's just way too early. I'm pretty sure he's going to click Shadow Ball, though. He clicks Mystical Fire. Okay, Mystical Fire is not really going to do that much, I don't think. Yeah, I'm Heat Proof. Nice, I am Heat Proof. I think now is a turn where I absolutely have to pull the double, though. Because it's probably going to go back out into the Escavalier. I don't really touch the Escavalier at all. So what's the thing that pressures the Escavalier the most? Probably my Nidoqueen. So I think I'm going to go back out into my Nidoqueen. And this time I will probably click Ice Beam. Yeah. Ice Beam I think would be a pretty good play, I think. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do. I just need a little bit of chip on Escavalier so that Rillaboom can knock it out with Superpower. Like, Life Orb Superpower to Escavalier, especially because I don't think he's going to be physically defensive. I think it's going to do a lot of work. So he's going to go out into Poseidon, actually, which is the Slowbro. Wish I had a Toxic, bro. Toxic. Oh, he's not Boots. That's good to see. He's not Boots. He isn't Boots, which is good. Okay, T-Bolt should potentially be able to two-shot this thing. Scald could be pretty free. I could also just try to take this opportunity to go out into my Cofagrigus and try to set up straight away and see if I can just break his team. And see if I can break the team. I kind of want to fire off a Thunderbolt, though, because he could very well go for Scald. But I don't think it's going to do... Whoops, I just punched my mic. Sorry, guys. I don't think it's going to do that much of Scald to me, right? It has a chance of 2-hit KOing, but Thunderbolt also does a butt ton of damage to him. I'm going to go ahead and Thunderbolt. Maybe a misplay, but I'm going to go ahead and Thunderbolt. He may potentially just, like, teleport out or something. Oh my god, that did so much. Is that a crit? Yeah, that's a crit. I'm sorry about that one, Talyn. That is very unfortunate indeed. 197, 95, don't burn. Okay, nice. Okay, good turn for us. We crit the Slowbro, and we didn't get burned. That's that's a pretty good turn. I'm thinking of just clicking Ice Beam. Ice Beam should kill the Slowbro, right? I think he's like no Spadef. Ice Beam does 11%. I don't exactly want to risk it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click Thunderbolt again, I think. I'm wondering if the Latias doesn't have Shadow Ball, because it went for Mystical Fire, so I'm wondering if it doesn't have Shadow Ball. If it doesn't have Shadow Ball, that actually is really good for us. He's going to go into Lion-O, which is the Zero Aura. I mean, this is what I'm here to deal with. He's not Boots either on Zero Aura. That's good. He is going to get the Volt Absorb back. I'm pretty sure he's just going to go back out into Laddie, though, because, like, what is he going to do? Try to knock off? I mean, he could potentially knock off, but he knows it's not going to kill. Oh, I want to click Ice Beam so bad. He could be Shuka Berry, so maybe he does stay in. I'm going to click Ice Beam. I'm going to try to be a bit aggressive and see if I can catch the Laddie. He is going to go ahead and knock off. That's unfortunate. 119 to 40. Is that like banded damage? Zera Aura. No freeze. Aura does without an item. I don't think that's most certainly adamant. Without an item, he needs a really, really high roll to be able to kill me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fire off the Earth Power. Goes for knockoff again, unless he's banded. Yeah, he may be banded. He could potentially be choice banded, actually. Okay, but this is the turn I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Rillaboom. And I'm just gonna U-turn out. I am just going to go ahead and U-turn out. Rillaboomer. Big booms. I'm sorry, guys. That's probably not very nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just U-turn, honestly. Or I could knock off. I could knock off as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock off. There's no way he lets this thing stay in, right? There's just no way he lets this thing stay in. He still has a Scavalier and Salazzle in the back, so I'm expecting one of the two to come in. Life Orb, Adamant, knockoff is probably going to do a lot of damage to everything on this team. I know we're down by 2 months, but I'm not hating the situation that we're in. We're slowly chipping down everything so that either Hitmonlee can go ahead and clean up, or that Cofagrigus or Cofagrigus, I don't know, however you guys want to say it, so that when we get going, then we're being in a very good spot. Okay, he is going to go ahead and withdraw, as I suspected. He's going to go out into Vegas Golden. Rocks plus knockoff, you may end up dying to superpower. Knockoff is going to do... Yeah, you die to superpower. He was assault vested too. Am I going to get back to full? Nice. Nice. I think I'm going to click superpower and kill this thing, right? Like, I don't really see any other... I don't really see anything else for me to click. I think Zeraora may be choice banded. I think Zeraora may be choice banded. By the way he played it, and I don't know if that was just a low roll, if he got like a really high roll. Because on Nidoqueen, high rolls are 40, 40, 41, 41, 42. So he could be a high roll. All right, we'll go ahead and superpower this Escavalier. We'll get rid of it. So I forgot to take notes. Okay, so Rillaboom kills one of them. Who killed? Yeah, Zeraora got another kill. Okay, we'll see what he goes in. Probably going to go out into... Probably goes out into Salazzle, if I had to guess, to try to pressure me. Salazzle is a pretty big problem, but there's not really much I could do, especially if it's like Nasty Plot. That's gonna be a problem. I think I took off... Yeah. I did take off high horsepower from Hitmonlee for Rapid Spin because I was super scared of like Frostlass just spike stacking me. So I put Rapid Spin over high horsepower. Now that obviously the Frostlass isn't here, kind of regretting it. He goes out into the Salazzle, yeah. Okay. I don't know exactly what my switch into this thing is going to be. I'm thinking Cofagrigus has to be the switch in. Hopefully he's like some sort of sub-toxic set and he's not Nasty Plot. Because if he goes for Nasty Plot, this could be bad. This could be bad. He goes for Flamethrower. Okay, I should be able to take this. 165. Yeah, we're eating that up. We're eating that up. Okay, I think this turn I'm gonna go ahead and go for Calm Mind. Was that Black? Yeah, he is Black Sludge. Okay, so he may be like sub-toxic, Flamethrower, Protect type set. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Calm Mind. I do have Rest. Don't really care if he is that type of set. I'd actually appreciate it if he was. It'd actually be quite good for me because it means it's setup fodder. He's not Nasty Plot, this thing's setup fodder. Yeah, he goes for Substitute. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I'll go for Calm Mind, and I think we'll be able to put in some serious work. I have Rest to get rid of the Toxic if he decides to go for it, so I'm going to be okay with that. I think this is fine. It may be a bit boring for you guys to watch, because from now on, it's just going to be like him Toxic, protecting, substituting, all that jazz. But I think I'll be okay with it. Okay, so now that I'm awake and I'm not toxic, I'm gonna go ahead and click Shadow Ball. Because if he wants to Toxic me, he's going to die. Yup, he does choose to toxic me, but I think we knock this Salazzle out. Surely we do. I think we're like +4 or something, so we should definitely be able to kill this thing, right? Shadow Ball, Salazzle. Yeah, Salazzle does go down, so that's a kill for Cofagrigus. I should have done that the last time. I just wasn't paying attention. I was just in the just clicking buttons type mindset. So I definitely didn't take into account that he couldn't Toxic me that turn. So this whole thing that we did the second time, completely unnecessary, but we got there in the end. I think we're in a pretty good position here, because I don't know, unless he has like Trick on his Choice Specs Latias, I don't see how he beats this thing. I don't see how he beats this thing, because I am at +2 defense. Goes out into this thing. Let me just check. Am I at +2 defense? Is that what's going on here? I'm at +2 defense and I'm at +6. So I think we should be fine, because he's gonna knock off. I'm gonna have my Culver Berry through the Iron Defense. Not going to do anything. Really not going to do anything. Yep, there you go. 89. I give him Mummy. Get rid of his Volt Absorb. I think next turn I may have to rest. Shadow Ball, kill this thing. I don't think Toxic is going to do too much, because this is only the third turn Toxic is going to take. So I think it's going to do about 30-ish HP, right? 89 down to 69, yeah. So exactly 30 HP. So next one is probably going to do a lot more, but I think I'm going to rest next turn. So that's another kill for Cofagrigus. He goes out into his Latias. I think he's just going to try... we'll see if he has Trick. If he has Trick, it's not. We're in a pretty bad spot, because I'm going to go ahead and rest, so I'm going to be locked into rest. So that's not going to be great. If he doesn't have Trick, though, I think we have this one in the bag. Clicks Draco. Okay, well, unless he crits, obviously, we're going to eat it up. 69 down to 29. Yeah, that did 40 points of damage. That still did a lot more than I thought it was going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click rest. I'm sorry, Talyn, if you think this is a little bit stally. I guess it is, but I mean, it's my play to be able to win the game with Cofagrigus. And this set is going to operate exactly how I thought it was going to operate. So feeling pretty good. I think he's just going to keep on clicking Draco Meteor, because his only play is to like crit me anyway. So we're going to go out into Poseidon, which is the slow bro. Okay, I'm going to be asleep. I'm going to go ahead and wake up the next turn. He may be some sort of Calm Mindset of his own, but I think we are way too set up for him to be able to do anything now. So I'm just going to Calm Mind again, burn our second turn of sleep. Burn our second turn of sleep. We do see that we outspeed it, so we're going to go for Scald. And it's going to do no damage, and I think from now, I think we'll be okay. Unless you get crit, I think this Cofagrigus set is going to go ahead and pick up the W. So I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again to be able to take out the Slowbro. There you go. Let's go, Cofagrigus. Let's go, Cofagrigus. Cue in the like hype music track for Cofagrigus, because it definitely deserves. Hope you guys are cat jamming with me. Come on, cat jam with me. If you got this far into the video, just comment down cat jam and head bob, and we'll just have a great time from here until the end. Let's go. Cofagrigus did so much work this game. I'm so proud of Cofagrigus. So proud of Cofagrigus. I knew the set was going to be an absolute problem for him. Even if he brought the Crocodile, I was feeling pretty good, because I built my entire team around getting rid of Crocodile so Cofagrigus could do its thing. And boy, oh boy, did it do its thing. That's another kill for Cofagrigus. That's 4 kills for Cofagrigus. And I think this last mon on the team is Nihilego, which should also go ahead and drop to Shadow Ball. Hope you guys are digging the music. I am hyped as shit right now. Let's go, Cofagrigus. This Cofagrigus set is absolutely unbeatable. Let's go. Cofagrigus, you're a monster. Power Gem. We're going to eat it up. There you go. I got really lucky not to get crit once, by the way. I don't know if that's really lucky, because I think the odds of getting crit is like 6%. But still somewhat fortunate. Oh, god damn, Nihilego ate it up. All right, Nihilego, you didn't have to do all that. We'll just go ahead and click Shadow Ball again, and that should be the game. Power Gem. Yep. Go Cofagrigus. Oh, it dies to Life Orb. No! I don't know who gets the kill. I think it's just an indirect kill. I don't know if Cofagrigus gets that one. But there you go. We defeated Talyn, the youngest coach in all of Draft Leagues 4. Oh, I am feeling pretty good after that one. That Cofagrigus set did exactly what I thought it was capable of doing in prep. I looked at his team. He didn't have a normal type. I knew straight away that Ghost was going to be the way to win the game. And when Crook didn't come, then that was absolutely the way to win the game. So GG's to my brother Talyn. If you guys did enjoy the video, then obviously go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate the support on my return. And yeah, go ahead and check out Talyn. Make sure you go ahead and check out the rest of the coaches of the INT as well. Check out their battles for week 2. And yeah, we are 2-0. I'm feeling pretty good with this team. It's a bit of a strange team to me, but I am really, really digging it. So yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and peace on out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.